president. Besides, the public can also see images of 35 walks and monuments honoring President Ho Chi Minh abroad. Many countries have named parks, schools, streets and squares after the president. This exhibition, which runs until the end of October 30th, is an opportunity for Vietnamese people and friends around the world to show their affection for President Ho Chi Minh, a national liberation hero and a great man of culture.
We have more news coming up next. Let us take a look.
On the afternoon of May 9th, Politburo member and standing vice chairman of the National Assembly, Chen Thanh-min, led a delegation of the party, state, National Assembly and People's Army to the Cuban embassy in Hanoi to pay respect to and commemorate Comrade Ricardo Alarcon de Quesada, former Politburo member, former chairman of the Cuban National Assembly, a close friend of Vietnam who just passed away. Comrade Ricardo Alarcon de Quesada is an outstanding political, diplomatic leader of Cuba, who has made many important contributions to the cause of building and defending the Cuban Revolution. With deep affection for Vietnam, Comrade Ricardo Alarcon de Quesada has actively contributed to consolidating, developing, and expanding the relationship between Cuba and Vietnam. He made an official visit to Vietnam as the chairman of the National Assembly in June 2007.
The Vietnam National Textile and Garment Group enjoyed a year-on-year surge of over 144% in revenue to over $224 million in the first quarter of this year, completing over 28% of its target for the whole year.
In the first quarter, Vnews earned a pre-tax profit of $16.4 million, equivalent to over 170% of the amount recorded in the same period last year. Growth was seen in both textile and garment industries, especially the textile industry increased 139%, while the garment industry rose 167% over the same period last year. Vnews leaders attributed the growth to the good control of COVID-19, enabling businesses to deliver the orders they received from 2021 and accept more orders, along with stable prices of cottons and labor costs. This year, Vnews plans to speed up digital transformations to improve its operating efficiency, since foreign partners have returned to Vietnam with big orders. In the time to come, Vnews will finalize procedures to invest in 2 industrial clusters for garment and textile industry in Thanh Hóa and Thái Bình.
The Vietnamese Intellectual Association in the UK held a ceremony to announce its honorary chairman, Professor Sir Jonathan Thăm.
Jonathan Thăm has stepped down as former Deputy Chief Medical Official for England at the end of March to take up new role as Pro Vice Chancellor for the Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences at the University of Nottingham. At the ceremony, Thăm shared information and experience in COVID-19 pandemic prevention of the UK.
When the request came to be the honorary chair of the Vietnamese Intellectual Society of UK and Ireland, I couldn't believe it. I was really honoured and really humbled that they thought of me. But at the same time, I was kind of really excited to say yes, because of course I feel very strongly about my Vietnamese heritage. My father was 100% Vietnamese.
I hope that the association will receive valuable support from Professor Thăm. Besides, I expect it will help strengthen the collaboration between the two countries across the fields of healthcare, science, technology, as well as education and training.
Jonathan Thăm, an expert on influenza, has been a Deputy Chief Medical Officer for England from 2017 to March 2022. Since the outbreak of the pandemic, he has become famous for his press conferences on the situation that attracted millions of viewers. The Sunday Times called him an unexpected hero in the pandemic. Thăm has received a knighthood from Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II for his contributions to the fight against COVID-19. At the Vietnam National Day celebration in London in September last year, the Vietnamese embassy in the UK honored the professor for his provision of policy advice for Vietnam's COVID-19 prevention and control.
Global website US News has released its 2021 Global Education Rankings, with Vietnam placed 59th, up 5 notches compared to 2020.
In 2020, Vietnam was in the 64th position out of 73 countries in the rankings. The top 10 countries in the 2021 global rankings included the United States, the United Kingdom, Germany, Canada, and France. The U.S. News ranking results are based on a global survey on criteria such as having a well-developed public education system and the ability to offer top-quality education. Last month, 7 Vietnamese universities were also listed in the Impact Rankings 2022, released by the Times Higher Education, including the Vietnam National University, Hanoi, Tôn Đức Thắng University, Kiev University, and National Economics University.
International Press Center and Television Center for SEA Games 31 opened in Hanoi on May 9th.
The Press Center, which hosts a main press center and rooms for the media, provides services for journalists, including IT and high-speed internet connections, vehicles, a media handbook, and other supporting services. Equipped with 40 high-configuration laptops, the 600 square meter facility can serve 200 reporters at the same time. Meanwhile, the broadcasting center covers more than 3,000 square meters. It's the venue for the production of TV programs for SEA Games 31.
Ngo Pho Mai became the first medalist for Vietnam at the ongoing 31st Southeast Asian Games in the country after winning a bronze medal in diving on May 8.
After the 5 dives in Hanoi, Mai scored a total of 224 points after New Dabita Sabri and Kimberly Bong, both of Malaysia. Meanwhile, Nguyễn Tùng Dương and Phương Thế Anh finished second, and a man synchronized 3-meter springboard with 263.34 points.
This is my first time competing in Vietnam. I'm very proud to accomplish the medal at my home country.
The 31st Southeast Asian Games, themed for a stronger Southeast Asia, will be held in the capital city of Hanoi and 11 neighboring provinces and cities from May the 12th to 23rd. The biennial event was initially slated for late 2021, but delayed due to COVID-19 pandemic. Featuring 40 sports with 526 events, it is expected to attract around 10,000 participants.
We have just received updated news. More in the following report.
On the afternoon of May 9, the Vietnam News Agency coordinated with the SEA Games 31 Information and Communications Subcommittee to organize a photo exhibition titled Aspiration to Win. On display are 100 large-format photos selected from thousands of documentary photos about the period SEA Games. The photos taken by VNA reporters introduced to the public impressive moments and images of outstanding Vietnamese athletes in the past SEA Games from 2003 to 2019.
Prestigious hotels around Hanoi will host delegations of officials, athletes and international media attending the 31st Southeast Asian Games or SEA Games 31. In other host localities, hotels are putting the finishing touches on readying themselves to welcome visitors to the region's largest sports event.
Preparations are in place to welcome thousands of athletes to the Games, including arranging accommodation and healthy dining options. 14 international standard hotels in Hanoi, selected to host participants, see this a golden chance to attract foreign visitors after the Games wrap up.
It's a great opportunity for all the hospitality world to bounce back after so long being on the stop and go situation. So I think it's a fantastic opportunity.
Vietnam's tourism sector will bounce back more quickly if foreigners have a good experience at the Games and give good reviews.
And a way to ensure that athletes are housed at the best accommodation possible, the Hanoi Department of Tourism will carry out regular inspections at hotels before, during and after the Games.
We hope that our meticulous preparations will result in everyone having a great experience during their stay in Hanoi.
Accommodation bookings have increased sharply in Vietnam's capital city of Hanoi. The 31st Southeast Asian Games has given a new life to the local hospitality sector, which has been hit hard by COVID-19 for the past 2 years.
An artisan in the ancient village of Đường Lâm in Sơn Tây District, Hanoi, has handcrafted a collection of 31 mascots for SEA Games 31.
Statues of Sao La, the mascot for SEA Games 31, were completely handicrafted by jackfruit wood by artisan Nguyễn Tấn Phát. Phát first stressed out the design on paper and then an outline on the wood. His ingenuity and meticulousness came to the fore in chiseling wooden blocks into the desired shape. The final step in the process was coloring the mascots.
I created these statues from my love of the SEA Games. They are not made to order. I use traditional materials, which are environment friendly, so I can promote Vietnamese culture to international friends.
Completing the collection took Phát and his associates about 2 months of hard work. The Sao La statues make ideal souvenirs for tourists. Imbued with Vietnamese folklore, the statues are a way for Phát to celebrate the regional sports events.
As a lacquer painter, I want to take this opportunity to promote my art and also Vietnamese culture. I made this as travel gifts, so they can reach more people. The prices are quite reasonable, at only some $20 and are a good option for visitors to the SEA Games.
The 39-year-old artist used natural materials such as jackfruit wood, laterite, and seashells found in his hometown to create various works of art. This collection was recently displayed along with many of his other works at the Hanoi Tourism Gift Festival to welcome SEA Games 31.